this is what it looks like going into the stockyard from the north side. You'll pass a Cavender's Boots right here to the right. It's Cavender's.
Don't forget about Billy Bob's to the left.
Yep, Billy Bob's right over here.
That's what it is.
On the outside. Several different ways to enter. Mostly it's on red bricks. There's the Cattleman Steakhouse. And Letty's Handmade Boots. Been around for a while. And the H3 Ranch. Yeah, I think it was Tammy Wynette. Maverick is over here. Cowgirl Clothing. There's the saloon, Stockyard Saloon, and there's Isis Theater. Taco Heads is new. That's brand new right there.
Put the S on everything.
Sorry.
Heads.
Well, it says Taco Heads.
No, you said taco heads.
Oh, Taco Heads.
But see, Letty's said Letty's on the top, and then below it said Letty.
Oh, so it's Letty.
No, it said both. It said Letty's. And
Ah,
it
I said both. Okay.
Then taco was Taco Heads.
And if you get bored and you want a tattoo, you can always go here. Little tattoo place. Yeah, I need to do my tongue twisters. To sit in solemn silence on a dull, dark dock in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock. To sit in solemn silence on a dull, dark dock in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block. That way you tell your brain to start speaking. This is Northwest 21st Street. What is this over here? It's Ranch House Trading.
Left side. It's on the left. No, it's gonna be on the left side. I don't know what that was.
There's a restaurant over there. Nuevo
Leon.
Nuevo Leon.
Either Nuevo means new,
New. Yeah.
I think. Ooh, and there's a library 6 blocks away.
Oh, there is a library. I didn't see that.
There's actually a lot of Mexican restaurants.
Yeah, La Playa.
Restaurant?
I think so. I've eaten there. La Playa. Maya.
There's another Mexican restaurant. Damn, where's the Chinese people?
There's something new. I haven't seen that before.
Ooh, laundromat. Ooh, dries 25 cents. Wash with a dollar. I can't see.
Do you remember if we turned on Central? I think we did. We did turn on Central. There's the skyline of Fort Worth. There's Casa Manana. They're doing Seussical, the musical, and the Christmas pageant. All right, there is little kitty. Look at that kitty. All right, got one. CVS. We dropping it off for Roadie. All right, see you in a minute. See y'all too. I'm on my way. We're currently at 70 Fahrenheit, 201,160 miles on the speedometer. Today is the 15th of November. We're gonna go pharmacy pickup. I think it's CVS. It's a 10-mile pickup, 10 minutes. We'll be there at 2:24 in the PM for Roadie. Oh, looks like someone left their plain bagel. See if there's a price on it. Plain cream cheese. It's a drive-through order. I kind of see CVS right there. We're going 1.7 miles. Be there in 6 minutes. We'll arrive at 2:34. Not bad for $8 because the pickup was only 5 miles. So the pickup was 5 miles. The drop-off was about 1. So that's about $1 a mile, so much better. Maybe it takes time, you know, after you do it a while. But that's where we're headed now. I'll drop this off. We'll be looking for another one after that. All right, looks like we got a Fort Worth one. I want to talk about doing the selfie verification. Hold it still until it asks you to smile eventually, and then do the smile. You might have to move it around a little bit, but see if you can keep it still for a little while. And also, I suggest to be at a stop sign or to be pulled over, like, you know, at a parking lot or something. I do it all the time. I'll pull over and I'll take a moment. Rather than try to take the selfie on the road. Now I have done it other ways, you know, like I'm talking to you right now, but it doesn't always. It'll ask you to move it forward, it'll ask you to move it back, it'll ask you to smile, things like that. So I'm talking about Roadie's self-identification. All right, so Walmart pickup, we'll be there at 3 arrival time. We're going 2.9 from this point. Be there in 9 minutes. Probably my second time doing that, right? Well, congratulations on your new chairs. They look nice for 50% off. You have a good one. It's like those are velvet chairs. I noticed when I accidentally ran into it, I thought they were being returned, but she's buying them. $130 a piece, so 2 of them were $260. But I thought she was getting both for $130. I was like, dang, that's a good deal. But she's getting the $130 is when it's half off, but they're really soft, and I really like the legs on them. She's got a little chihuahua. I didn't get the chihuahua in it though. Sometimes, you know, people are kind of weird about their pets, but if the dog is just too cute, then sometimes I'll ask. I'll say, look, I got a YouTube show. Can I get your dog on my show? And then there's service dogs. Sometimes I will take photos of the service dogs too, you know, because they're in service. But anyway, this is the order that's going to you, your doorstep. Well, it looks like somebody's getting some silver 3-piece potted trees with clear lights. Okay, I want to say this order is like $18 to $26 or something. We're gonna go 27 miles. Duration is 40 minutes. That's including traffic, and then we're gonna ride at 3:50 in the PM. Also, I was reading a little bit about William Shatner, great career, Canadian actor, Shakespearean trained. That's at home. You gotta go see Twilight Zone. Nightmare at 20,000 feet. It's about a gremlin on the wing of the plane. He's also a mental patient that recovered from, going crazy and then getting on the plane again for his second time. The first time, the character that he plays had already gone crazy. So he gets on the plane again later on after his, rehabilitation, and then he sees the gremlin on the wing. But that can only happen in the corner of the Twilight Zone. Yes, I was reading about William Shatner and Nightmare at 20,000 feet. Great Twilight Zone episode. Probably my favorite. I would say it's my favorite. It's my favorite Twilight Zone episode of the black and white series. Rod Serling, another incredible character. Didn't get to read everything about him, but I'm reading up on him. One of my peers in college compared me a little bit to him. And Rod Serling is a short guy. He wanted to be a boxer. He also got involved in the U.S. Army. Very, very involved in the military. I think maybe a little OCD. He used to talk to himself quite a bit in his room and act out Pulp Fiction magazines in his room. His brother would catch him. One time they went on a trip. His parents took him on a vacation trip. He talked the entire time. True story. Rod Serling was a talker. One of my great speakers. I really do appreciate Rod Serling in Twilight Zone. I think he wrote a lot of those episodes, but I'm reading more about him. When I get back to it, I'll talk a little bit about Rod Serling. But you got to check out the old school Twilight Zone stuff. I think even Hitchcock directed a little bit on it. Maybe Spielberg might have been involved too. I want to say Hitchcock may have been involved a little bit with the Twilight Zone or something similar. I know he did Hitchcock Presents, but there were a lot of directors that did get to do directing spots on the Twilight Zone. I'm not for sure about Hitchcock, but I know that Rod Serling was behind a lot of it and was an incredible voice of our generation. I did reset the timer. Was actually the counter, the trip counter today. So we're at 22 miles so far today. From Mississippi, Mississippi. There she is. Now, of course, I say this over and over again, but no one cares. There's a Lake Worth monster. There's a musical about it that Hip Pocket Theater did. Probably back in the late 70s and maybe even the 80s. Maybe they revamped it a few times. Some say it looks a little like Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and the prints. They found prints in the ground, and some say that they've seen it have scaly features, scales. Scaly's a southern term. It's just because we twist the English language in a southern drawl. But it's out there. The Navajo Trail. Some seen it off Navajo Trail. The Lake Worth monster. All the way from Louisiana. All right, we're listening to one of my all-time great albums. Well, not my album, but the all-time great albums out there. Arcadium Stadium. It's a Red Hot Chili Peppers thing. Yeah, Stadium Arcadium. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I'm on the song Charlie right now. Stadium Arcadium. Stadium Arcadium. and I'm falling. Anthony Kiedis, my great singers. Fleas on the bass. Those are the two that I know. I should know the rest of the band. Gotta look it up on Wikipedia. We're gonna be heading Lakeside Drive. I just know they started off as a novelty band, went really far. You know, they were nearly almost joking around, and they became like the Beatles. They were Cones. Oh boy. Is this some kind of, I don't know what this would be. Must be some kind of device. Use the main gate. 0.4 miles. Okay. Well, we gotta go to the main gate, boys. Get these Christmas trees where they need to be. Got some important Christmas trees to drop off with Christmas lights. Mostly white Christmas lights. Regardless, they have to be set up and displayed for Santa's entrance. Down the chimney. Some rocks. That'd make a good album cover right there. I'm just joking. Morris Dido Newark is what we're on, and this was Indian Creek. And they are Cones. They were Cones. They were Cones! Alright, probably 0.4. Well, let's see. Let me set the second trip. Second trip. Okay. So I go 0.4. And that'll be the main entrance. The main entrance in. Stadium, Arcadium, right over, and I know the words and I'm falling. Does that look like an entrance? Looks like somebody's got the water going. All right. Yeah, this is the right entrance right here of the resort. It's called the resort. We got Christmas trees for people. All right, we got clearance. Now we're gonna drop off those Christmas trees from At Home. Stadium, Arcadium, oh liberty, I'm falling. That's what I hear, but I know I gotta look up the lyrics. Stadium, Arcadium, I'm falling, I'm falling. It's a good album. It's a big one. It's got Slow Cheetah on it, which could be one of the best songs of all time. It also has Slow Cheetah's addictive. You got to listen to it like 30 times just to get it going. There's another one that's really good. Stadium Arcadium is actually a good song. Strip My Mind, which is used in The Fighter, the Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale movie. One of the all-time greatest fighting films. O. Russell is the director. He directed Silver Linings Playbook. They used Strip My Mind, which is off of Stadium Arcadium. Good album to buy, really. It's a big one. Great jazz funk infusion. Flea just banging it out on the bass, big time. Great guitar licks, vocals are good, drums are strong, keeps you going. It's a good road, like a road music, like listening to road music or being on the road and listening to music. And it's got some pretty lyrics too. That dude's cool, man. He's got the electric bike going with the big fat wheels. Stadium, Arcadium, oh liberty, oh, I'm falling, I'm falling. No offense to the Red Hots. They got in trouble one time at a concert for banging on chicks' butts, slapping on their butts. They got ticketed. They didn't know. They thought it was cool. They come back. Sorry, guys. Got to give you a ticket. No slapping on the booties.